Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome back to another edition of Breaking the NBA. Now, you guys better go out there and get your biggest steak knife, because we are in for some juicy news today, guys. It's about to get really good up in here. But as always, if this video at any point in the future hits 5,000 likes, I am going to wear a Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors jersey for 7 straight days. And if the channel ever reaches 1 million subscribers, I'll be rocking a Darko / Stanley Johnson jersey for 365 straight days. So here we go, guys. Let's check out this news. So it appears that Lonzo Ball is finally deciding to leave Big Baller Brand. As I reported yesterday, Alan Foster, who has about a 16% share in the company, has been accused of stealing $1.5 million from Lonzo Ball's personal / business account. And then LeVar Ball actually was like, not even, he was given like this big, huge stack. This huge stack, man. Like, we're talking like a big stack of pancakes of documents, just like of Lonzo's concerns about this. But he chose to ignore it. Now, LeVar actually went on the record to say that the reason he ignored this is because, you know, during like the fall time, when a lot of this was actually like going on, like when the actions were actually happening, you know, he was off with Jello and Melo doing their own basketball things out there. So for that reason, guys, Lonzo posted this to his Instagram account. It's only a crazy dream until you do it. And then we have Kyle Kuzma, his teammate, saying, my bro. We have Melo, his brother, saying, love you, brother. Thanks for getting us out, my G. And we have Swiper the Fox, who's actually De'Aaron Fox, just adding Kyle Kuzma and Josh Hart. So just do it. That is not only the motto of an 18-year-old frat boy going in for that 9th shot of that $7 whiskey, but it's also the motto, the slogan of Nike, the juggernaut shoe company. So I will say, I respect anybody that goes out there and tries to compete with these big sneaker companies, but at the same time, Big Baller Brand to me was never about that. I always thought Big Baller Brand was almost like LeVar Ball trying to get rich quick off of his, son Lonzo Ball's fame. And, there's nothing against that. I mean, if the opportunity is there, sure, you want to take that. But you look at the Big Baller Brand merchandise. For one, it was low quality. Like, Big Baller Brand, the actual product you were getting was complete garbage. Not only that, but it was completely overpriced. I'm talking like, damn, dude, those shoes, they were expensive. It's like, I remember when the first, Zoes came out, just nobody was buying those unless you wanted to be a big baller, which already, just goes against my mentality personally. I loved what Stephon Marbury did back in the day with the Starberries, where he actually went out there and he made a very affordable basketball shoe, for kids out there that might not be able to, they afford the big baller status. So that was already another big issue. So you're already talking about overpriced stuff, low quality, and then you also have delivery. I mean, I was hearing stories about people, it was taking months and, to get like a t-shirt. And just for that reason, it was never about the company. It was about getting rich quick. And yes, they did make millions of dollars doing it. It's still not going anywhere, but I do think Lonzo Ball is growing up and he realizes that his future is with an established company. It's not about getting LeVar Ball rich. It's about him making his own moves as a man. Now, I'm also seeing some early news about LeVar Ball potentially being in with Alan Foster on the whole situation of stealing the money from Lonzo. I personally have not seen enough evidence at all to back that up. That's just a claim that I've seen a little bit on the internet there. So, guys, give me your opinion on that. I don't think LeVar is going to be stealing from his son Lonzo. I don't think that's happening. But, yeah, what do you think about Lonzo potentially joining Nike? Do you feel like that's the right move? Or do you feel like he should stick it out with Big Baller Brand? Or go somewhere else? So getting into some hoops action, the Boston Celtics lost 124-117 to the Charlotte Hornets. So the Hornets closed Saturday night's game on a 30-5 run that included all 18 of Walker's fourth quarter points. The Hornets trailed 112-94 with 8 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the game. It just appears that when March Madness is going on, Kemba Walker plays at a new level, because we all know how he was in March Madness when he was playing college basketball. So on this game, Kemba actually finished with 36 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, including 2 steals. They also got 20 points from Miles Bridges, 13 from Marvin Williams, and a nice 13-point game from Malik Monk. Where you look at the Boston Celtics side of things, Kyrie did try his best out there with 31 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, got 15 from Marcus Morris, and 29 from Jaylen Brown on 10 for 13 shooting. So it appears that Kyrie is not too happy about this situation. He actually had this to say. It was kind of like a low-key shot fire at Brad Stevens, but at the same time kind of, just talking about the defensive scheme going into the fourth quarter He's saying this, guys. Down the stretch, try to come in and help as much as possible. We should have probably trapped him a little bit more, like every team does in the league, Irving said, but we didn't. Torches us every time we play him, so it's no surprise. And then he said this game was over in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Irving said, we took our foot off the gas pedal, got to a 5-point game, and momentum shifted from there. So back when like Isaiah Thomas was playing for the Boston Celtics, we were all praising Brad Stevens, how he was, should have been like coach of the year and things like that. But Kyrie Irving was not around that time. So he's only seeing what he sees now. He's seeing Brad Stevens not making the correct adjustments out there. And I don't know, man, it seems like every single day there's something about Kyrie Irving getting irked out there. And I know Boston Celtic fans want to believe that Kyrie is coming back. But I'm just going to give my 100% opinion. I don't think Kyrie's coming back. I think Kyrie is gone after the season unless some sort of miracle happens and they end up, getting to the finals or even losing in like game 7 of the Eastern Conference. But I'm just saying, my first notion, Kyrie is probably going to a different team. So the Dallas Mavericks actually beat the Golden State Warriors 126-91. Dirk Nowitzki had 10 points in the first quarter in what is probably his last game at Oracle Arena, assuming he does retire. But yeah, man, I mean, it's excusable for the Golden State Warriors because, of course, Stephen Curry was not playing, so the Warriors only had 4 All-Stars out there on the court. We do have Dirk finishing with 21 points, 5 rebounds. We have Luka Doncic at 23 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, getting that triple-double. And then Jalen Brunson at 11 points, who is actually proving to be a pretty good NBA point guard. For the Warriors, Kevin Durant finished with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 19 for DeMarcus Cousins. Draymond Green only at 6 points, although he's not a big-time scorer anyway. And then Quinn Cook and Klay Thompson both combined for 7 for 23 shooting in the backcourt, so they were definitely not cooking out there. But yeah, man, I will say, Golden State Warriors, just something about them this year just has me like saying, like, because when they signed DeMarcus Cousins, every single NBA fan was kind of overreacting and saying game over. Just something about the chemistry this season just has me thinking, like, this team is definitely beatable. So I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Are the Golden State Warriors going to turn out for playoffs? Do you feel like a lot of it's just because, like, injury issues, chemistry issues? Or is this team just really not as good as we thought they were going to be? So the San Antonio Spurs are looking to add a little bit of depth to their roster going into the playoffs. They actually just signed Donatas Motiejunas. So he is 28 years old. He last played in the NBA in the 2017 season for the New Orleans Pelicans, but has spent the past 2 years playing in China. So Motiejunas averages a career of 7.4 points and 3.8 rebounds per game, which most of those seasons was actually playing for the Houston Rockets. Now, I remember him as a guy that would try to shoot three-pointers. He had like one good season of doing it where he shot like 35%. His other season was around like the 28% mark. So definitely not going to be very, lethal from out there. Pretty sure he had some injury issues, an okay rebounder, not going to bring him any defense. I don't really plan for him to be part of the Spurs rotation big time, come playoffs. Just somebody where somebody fouls out or gets some foul trouble, then you do have a veteran to come in and at least give you some solid minutes. But yeah, I think that closes out for today's episode of Breaking the NBA. Not really too much stuff going on right now. If there ever is any stories you guys want me to cover, be sure, guys, to send to me on Twitter at KrispyFlakes2K. I'm always on there checking things out, so it would definitely help me out a lot. But yes, go ahead and enjoy the top 3 plays of the night, and of course, the NBA Twitter question of the day. Peace out, my friends. Here is your number 3 play of the night. We do have the 76ers against the Atlanta Hawks. Jimmy Butler with the double team. J.J. Redick over to Joel Embiid with the little pump fake. But here we go, man. I know they all calling Jimmy Butler, but Kevin Huerter is about to serve you up a dunk in your face. Number 2 play of the night. We have Swiper the Fox, De'Aaron Fox on here yet again, guys. De'Aaron Fox, great name and everything, but how about De'Aaron Rabbit? Because this boy got hops like a bunny rabbit, guys. Getting up there with the windmill dunk after the nice defensive play. De'Aaron Fox becoming a daily player of the top 3 plays of the night. How about this? And now for your number 1 play of the night, we have a tied game with the 76ers and Hawks, 127-127. Looking for the inbound, we see Tricky Trey with the ball. Jimmy Butler all over him, goes in with the floater and knocks it down, man, to eliminate the 76ers from winning this game. Unfortunately, not from the playoffs, as the Hawks are not going to be in that, but it's all good, man. These ones are still always fun. Tricky Trey, loving his game out there. Game-winning shot of the night. So the Twitter question of the day, what player from the 2019 NBA draft class do you think will be the best? Bonus points if you didn't say Zion Williamson, because we all know he's going to be great. So we have Neil Jordan saying RJ Barrett, no doubt, because Zion mostly uses athleticism. That will go away after he gets older. T-Buck says Kobe White on the right team. We have Just Give James Harden the MVP already saying Zion obviously will, in my opinion, but other than him, I think DeAndre Hunter will be a really good 3-and-D. John Morant and Barrett are up there, but I think Hunter can be special. We have Ja and Nazir Little. Hot take, but I think Bol, his injury is the only thing deterring teams, but he has the potential to be another Kristaps Porzingis. We have Ignis will be Rookie of the Year. Jackson Hayes or RJ Barrett. John Morant, I feel like he'll be a shooting Westbrook, I'm sorry, guys. I have a bad habit. We have hot take. I think Rui Hachimura has the potential to be one of the best players from this draft class. Cameron Johnson, Reddish or Barrett. We have Alexander Walker is the most polished. I think he can be the best. We have Bol. I feel like give or take 3 years, it'll be Kobe White. And here are some more answers out there. Now, my own personal opinion, outside of Zion Williamson, I personally love what I see out of John Morant. I feel like this is the guy that, I don't know, man, he has everything you want from your NBA point guard. I also like guys, like RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish, of course. And then there's a few other prospects out there that I don't know too much about that I'm very curious to see how they actually perform in the NBA once they get drafted. But yes, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.